what modern technology has to offer about City Z. Thanks to modern technology, we now have a better understanding of the courage and reasons why explorers like Percy Harrison Fawcett dared to venture into the Amazon rainforest without any accurate maps. Before diving into the powerful technologies that are changing how we explore, let's take a look at satellites, a technology that hasn't been able to help us find City Z. Satellites, the eye that watches over the entire surface of the Earth but can't see the details. Today's satellite technology can monitor almost the entire surface of the Earth, helping us gather data about terrain, climate, and even the movement of wildlife. However, when it comes to searching for City Z, satellites are not the ideal tool. Satellites can provide a broad overview of a large area like the Amazon, helping to identify changes in the land or natural factors. However, these satellite images often lack the high resolution needed to see small details like man-made structures or ancient ruins within the dense Amazon rainforest. Imagine if you were trying to find an ancient city hidden beneath a thick blanket of Amazon rainforest. Satellites wouldn't be able to see through the trees and pinpoint its exact location. So while satellites can give us a panoramic view, they still lack the detailed analysis required to identify City Z. LiDAR, the magic eye that lets us see through the darkness. Then there's a more advanced, much more powerful technology. LiDAR works by using laser beams to scan the ground and create highly detailed 3D maps, cutting through the dense canopy of the Amazon. LiDAR surpasses satellites because it doesn't just give us 2D images, but instead creates extremely detailed 3D structures. This technology has helped scientists discover ancient cities in the Amazon that were previously undetectable with traditional methods. The role of LiDAR is that it can scan vast areas and provide highly detailed 3D maps, helping to detect man-made structures like cities, roads, or canal systems that nature has covered over thousands of years. LiDAR is like a magic eye that lets us see through the darkness of the Amazon rainforest. Thanks to LiDAR, we've discovered thousands of ancient structures in this area. Some of these could be large cities that once existed in the Amazon rainforest. These findings not only reinforce the belief that City Z may exist, but they also show that the Amazon is not the barren land we once thought. In fact, this region may have once been home to complex civilizations that are now only traces of the past. These civilizations may have left signs that are hard to recognize. Honoring explorers like Percy Harrison Fawcett. With the clear evidence from modern technology, we cannot help but look back and honor explorers like Percy Harrison Fawcett and those who bravely ventured into the Amazon rainforest without the support of advanced technology as we have today. They truly risked their lives with only incomplete hypotheses and data to uncover a city no one knew existed. Percy Fawcett and his expedition believed in what they saw and felt from the remnants left in the Amazon. They were not blind. They believed that something great was waiting for them, and perhaps they were right. Today's technology is only just beginning to prove that what they believed might not have been a legend, but an undiscovered truth. So, even though explorers like Fawcett disappeared on their journey, they left us an invaluable legacy. Thanks to their courage and vision, we can continue the journey to discover City Z with the powerful tools of the 21st century. Why can't we still find City Z? So now we have LiDAR, a super cool ground scanning technology that uses laser beams, right? With such a modern and grand sounding name, you might imagine that we would easily spot City Z right away. But what do you think? Have we found City Z yet? The truth is, no. And this is exactly what makes the story of City Z even more dramatic and thrilling. The Amazon rainforest is too vast and complex. This forest is like a gigantic natural maze. Imagine an area of 5.5 million square kilometers, about 2.1 million square miles, packed with nothing but trees, swamps, and rivers. It's not easy to pinpoint exactly where City Z is. While LiDAR can help scan through the dense forest cover, when you get up close, you'll see that actually reaching and excavating those areas is a whole different story. it could take decades for us to reach the correct location of the city if we're lucky. The traces are too faint. LiDAR has detected many ancient structures in the forest, but don't expect to find cities with shiny signs saying "Welcome to City Z." You can't imagine the scene of a super clear sign saying "Welcome to City Z," can you? The traces that LiDAR detects are only faint signs, like rocks, walls, or paths, things that you need to analyze very carefully to realize they are not natural. In fact, they could easily be mistaken for natural formations rather than the products of an ancient civilization. The absence of specific artifacts. Now, we come to the big issue: artifacts. While LiDAR has helped us discover many structures, we still haven't found any clear artifacts to prove that this is the City Z Fawcett was looking for. Imagine if one day we found an ancient jar or a plate with the inscription "Made in City Z." That would definitely change the story. But the truth is, so far, everything is still just faint traces and not enough solid data. So even though we have LiDAR and extremely advanced technologies, City Z still remains like a shadow, eluding all of us. Perhaps this is a mystery with no answer, or perhaps we're chasing an illusion. But it's okay. That's why City Z continues to captivate explorers. And maybe one day we'll get our hands on the truth. Thank you for sticking with me until the very end of this video. City Z remains a strange mystery, and we still have many unanswered questions. But it's these mysteries that make our journey of discovery so fascinating and dramatic. I hope that one day we'll find City Z together, and if not, at least we'll have some interesting stories to tell.